Hello YouTube and welcome to another Aruba switch tutorial. So in this video I'm going to show you how to configure spanning tree protocol on Aruba switches. So are you ready? Let's get started. So as you have seen on my previous videos, we have done some basic configuration of our Aruba switches. We can configure actually VLANs and also the interfaces in order to allow PC1 to ping PC2. So let's verify that it's still working. So here I'm on PC1 and let me try to ping the IP address of PC2. As you will notice, they are on the same network or subnet, actually on the same VLAN also. So you can see here I'm still have connectivity and responses from PC2, okay? But here I have added another link between actually these two switches, these two Aruba switches, okay? So here, as I told you, I'll be configuring what we call spanning tree protocol, okay? So actually this link that I have added here, it's still not working because the interfaces on both switches are down and are also on routed mode. So if I go, for example, to the first switch here, so I will log on with my credentials, and in order to take a look at the state of our interfaces, we'll be using the famous command show interface brief in order to see the state or the status of our interface. So I'll execute here the command show interface brief. Here we go. So you can see here I have only two interfaces that are up, the one that is connected to PC1 and the one which is connected to other switch which is configured as a trunk, okay? And the third one, 113, is still down and in routed mode, okay? So we'll be configuring it, enable it in order to actually connect to the other switch. And same thing actually is on second router, okay? So on second router we will see that actually two interfaces are up and running, 112 and 114, and the 113 is still disabled or down, as you will see here, okay? So here we have only 112, which is the connection between router 1 and router 2 is enabled, okay? And it's actually a trunk port, and also the 114, which is an access mode that is attached to PC2, okay? So here what will happen, so if we enable actually this link between the two switches, a loop can be actually generated in our network, okay? So here I'm not going to show you all the theory behind that, but all you have to know is that we should, or actually must, run spanning tree protocol in order to eliminate the layer 2 loops in our network, okay? So this protocol will actually block some ports and allow other ports to forward traffic, okay? And also you have to notice that on the 8000 series of Aruba switches, spanning tree is disabled by default because they are actually data center switches, so they are running routing protocol actually rather than spanning tree protocols, okay? So you can take a look at that if you want. So let me go to, for example, our first switch and see if spanning tree is running by running the command show spanning tree. So you can see here spanning tree is disabled. So before actually activating this link, we have to actually enable spanning tree. And in order to enable it, it's pretty easy. We go to our config mode, then we type spanning tree. And if we do question mark here, you can see that they have different options that we can set up, okay? But we'll go with the default here. We'll just hit enter. And if we do another time, this time show spanning tree, you will see that is running actually, and the protocol that is running is MSTP, which stands for Multiple Spanning Tree Protocol. Okay, so this is the enterprise level spanning tree protocol for Aruba actually switches. Okay, and here you can see the port are in forwarding state. Okay, so the two ports here we have 111 and 112, and they are both in forwarding state. Okay, so here I'm going also to enable this port here 113 and see what we get if we do the same on our second switch. So first of all, let me go to the interface 113, which is a link between our switches, and to enable it, so I will do no routing, because as I told you, by default in 8000 series all the ports are in routed mode, and also they are shut, so let me not shut them. Okay, here we go. So now if I do show interface brief, you can see that now 113 is in access mode and up and running. Okay, so let's do our show spanning tree, which is activated in this case, and you can see or notice that all ports are in forwarding state. Okay, they are designated and forwarding state. Okay, but now let's do the same on the second actually switch. So if I go to my second switch, show spanning tree, to make sure that spanning tree is running, but here as you can see by default it's disabled, so let's enable it. So I will go to config, then I will type spanning tree. So now it's enabled. Let's also enable the interface 113 because it's still down and in routed mode. So I will go to 113, no routing, as we did in the first route or first switch actually, and no shut. Okay, we are done. Let's execute our famous command show interface brief to see now that 113 is in access mode and it's up. Okay, so as I told you, now we are running our spanning tree. So let's show the status of our interfaces. Here we go. You will notice here a very important thing. So here the interface 113 is in blocking mode, because here the spanning tree protocol, in order to prevent loops, it has actually shut down this interface even if we enable it, because if it was in forwarding state, a loop will be created in our network. So in order to prevent that, the spanning tree protocol actually block this port here on this switch. Okay, so this is one of the advantages of running spanning tree protocol. Okay, and the command that you will always actually run in order to see the status is show spanning tree. Okay, so let me go back to our router 1 or switch 1 actually, and run this command once again to see that the ports are still in forwarding state. Okay, and one important thing also to note, that one switch will be elected as root bridge. So for example here, this switch 01 is the root. So as you can see here, this bridge is as the root. But if you return back to the second switch, you will notice this is not a root bridge, okay? Because one will be elected as root bridge, and normally all the ports in the root bridge are in forwarding states. But for the other bridges or switches, some will be in blocking state and some will be in forwarding state, okay? And if I run actually the same ping command, you can see that we still have connectivity between our two PCs here. But finally, this is not a good practice here to do that, because you can see here, even we linked these two actually switches with two links here, one is not functioning because one port is actually blocked by the spanning tree protocol. So in order to avoid this loss of bandwidth, we will actually set up what we call aggregate ports that we will see in the next video, actually, in order to actually create aggregate ports using these two ports 113 and 112. Okay, so that was just a brief video to show you how to configure spanning tree protocol on Aruba switches. As always, I hope it has been informative for you, and I want to thank you for viewing. Bye bye.